Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video, and today we are talking about something completely different. Instead of the usual vlog, the usual riding, the scootering, the skating, whatever I usually do, this is totally different. I've decided I'm going to take like a week-long break from riding because my wrist is messed up. So I'm going to be coming at you with BMX related content, but also I think I'm going to plug in some stuff about like my business and my clothing brand, because I get lots and lots of Snapchats, DMs, comments on Instagram and YouTube, all sorts of questions, and everybody seems to be really curious about how I started my clothing brand. Now, I started this brand like a little over a year ago. I was about 15 years old. I'm 16 now, and I'm turning 17 in like a week or two. The past year, my brand, like, it started good. It was good. It was going places. I was getting interviews for my local news channels. I was in the newspapers, magazines, TV. I was doing really good, but then I got lazy and let it die off. So currently, the state of my brand is I just rebranded it pretty much. I'm working on a new advertising, new marketing techniques, ways to really get it kicked back up and going. You can go check out my clothing brand. It's bostonissues.co. There'll be a link in the description. It's called Get Your Merch or something like that. Click that link, go check out what I've done. But for now, we're not worried about right now. We're not worried about a few months ago. We're worried about right at the very beginning. How did I get this going, and how did I get the ball rolling? And I'm willing to tell you this because it's totally different. The way I started, it was a good way. I believe it was a good way. I did tons of research and it worked. I got sales, I made money. I was a kid, I was dumb. I still am. It was like a little over a year ago and I blew all that money, and it just I wasn't smart, but who knows where I could be if I didn't do that. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe. If you like BMX or action sports, subscribe. I think I'm gonna start making some clothing brand stuff. Like today's video is how I got it started. Maybe I could do like the things I did wrong, different things on suppliers, how I built my website, how you should build yours, stuff like that. Anyway, let's get into the video. So this is how I started a business, a clothing brand, legitimate, totally legal, trademarked and everything by 15 years old. We have to pay taxes. It's like everything is legit, but you don't need to do that. I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. Everybody thinks starting a business is so freaking complicated and hard and tedious, and it's really not. Just start. You don't need all these legal documents. You don't need all this sales tax ID and stuff, because like if you don't even make a certain amount of money per year, you don't even have to pay your taxes on that for like a business. I don't know. My dad is a lawyer. He handles all that stuff for me, so don't take my word for it. I don't really know. He knows everything. He handles everything. Yeah, when I first started, I didn't worry about a business license. I didn't worry about any of that stuff. I just designed shirts. Well, actually, I started with stickers. I designed stickers, and I just bought and sold them. So basically, here's how I started. I started with 100 stickers. It costed me about $63.14. I can almost remember the exact amount. And I bought them off the sketchy website. And I actually had a business partner back then. Me and my business partner, some of you may know him, used to be in the vlogs. Some of you, I'm not gonna mention names, but my past business partner, we got on this website and we thought up the whole thing like, oh, Boss, okay, cool, clothing brand. Boss is named my clothing brand, by the way. We're like, okay, cool, let's get on the computer. What do we gotta start with? We don't have any money, so let's spend like 60 bucks on some stickers. So we got some stickers, and people were hyped. We made an Instagram account. We're like, yo, watch this. I had a YouTube channel at the time, but I had like 200-ish subscribers, maybe. So I was just trying to market, but I didn't know how. So basically what I ended up doing is I pushed really hard at my school. I was a sophomore at the time. So I pushed really hard to get my friends and stuff to buy it, my family to buy it, and just people that, like kind of my fans back then, but I didn't really have a lot of YouTube fans. It was just kind of local kids that looked up to me from like being good at riding, or like seeing me at the skate park, following me on Instagram, turning into a fan. That's what they called themselves. I'm not like, it's weird saying that at that time, but that's what it was. I just sold to the people who like, I kind of forced it on people like, yo, you're my friend. Is this cool? Like, would you buy this? I'm like, oh yeah, okay, so they felt kind of obligated. That's kind of how I ran it at the very first, and that's probably how you'll run yours. Just get your friends and family in on it, get them hyped, make a social media account for it, use your personal account to promote that, just get as much traffic as you can. You don't need to spend any money on ads, I didn't spend any money on ads. Now, well, okay, I started with like $60. I started with like $60, made 100 stickers, and they were terrible. The stickers were terrible, but people still bought them because I built up so much hype. Like, yo, he's building his own brand. This is really cool. I'm gonna just support him. I'm gonna buy a sticker. I sold the shittiest stickers for $2 a piece. Just not on my website. Just hand in hand to friends and family. Oh my god, the stickers were so bad. But I sold like 100 of those motherfuckers. Then after that, we did it again, and we're like, yo, here's the real deal. So we got new stickers. Now, I don't know, like, I don't know how that worked. People still bought all those stickers. I sold out of those stickers immediately. So then we're like, okay, we still, like, people still trust us enough to buy more stickers from us. Let's amp it up a little bit. Let's do lanyards. After we sold a bunch of stickers, we're like, okay, cool. Let's spend, instead of $60 on stickers, let's spend I think we spent like $120 on like 50 lanyards. Back then, lanyards were cheap, but now they're more expensive to make. I don't know why. This was our first version of lanyards. And so we started with stickers, with 60 bucks, sending out stickers. Sold, made money back. We didn't keep any of it. We put it right back in, made more stickers. And then we saved all that money again and bought lanyards. Now keep in mind, throughout the time, we keep a little bit of money ourselves and we have to pay, because like during this time we were building a website and stuff, so we had like other fees to go into it, because like building a website's not free. Started with shitty stickers, just pushed it on our friends and family. We're like, okay, here's the real deal. Version number 2, these are banger. Buy those. They bought those. Lanyards, boom, sold out. Blew up at my school. The lanyards just blew up. Everybody wanted a lanyard. Everybody bought lanyards. Like, I don't know how I did that. Like, the hype was so real at my school. Even though I hated school at the time, I still do severely. People still, like, they bought them. I don't know. They liked them. It was hype. It was new. Like, I couldn't recreate that. If I dropped new lanyards now, I could not recreate that same hype that was there before. I don't know what I did. But that's just how I built up hype with stickers. People liked the stickers. They were like, yo, this kid's got a brand. Let's support him. And they just liked the lanyards. So I started shit stickers. This is how I started. This isn't how you should start. You can learn some things that I did, and I can also make another video about how I think you should start with my knowledge now of running my clothing brand now. But after that, then we're like, okay, we saved money from the first 2 batches of stickers, saved money from the lanyards. Let's go drop $500 on some shirts. So we paid like $500 for our local printing shop on like 50 shirts. But that was like our first time. We don't use them anymore. We don't pay that money. That's stupid money. The profit margin is just not what I would want, what I was looking for now. If I was still running my business that way. I actually don't run my business that way anymore, but a lot of people do, and I think a lot of people should. We don't use them anymore. I don't know if I want to say like names or anything. I don't know if I don't know how I'm gonna do all of this. This is my first video about my clothing brand. But anyway, so that's the products we started with, and that's basically what we did. Now I'm gonna get into like the technicalities, the other things, the kind of advertising and marketing type stuff. So I hope this video isn't totally bad. I've never talked about this before. So like this is kind of in the meantime, I've got a list and it's just kind of a rough draft, but we built a website. We built a website. The website was totally ass, but at the time, everybody was like, this kid's got a website now? What? It was the coolest thing. Everybody was like, your website's so cool, so cool, so cool. I've had 3 versions of that past website, all complete dick. My new website now, if you go check that out, I actually like this one. It's professionally built. I've got professional email system set up. Everything's really good, really, really good, but the past was so bad. But at the time, even to everybody else, it was so cool. Like I had my own clothing brand. Or like okay, at the time, I don't know if it was a clothing, it was like just a business. This kid sells stickers and lanyards and has a website and makes sales. Some sales. I'm not rich, I'm broke as hell right now, but sharing how I started my clothing brand with you because a lot of you guys are curious. So then after that, we built the website, and we obviously had a Facebook and an Instagram. We just promote, take pictures, give shirts out, give stickers out, give lanyards out, take pictures of people in them, have little sponsorships with local like BMX and skateboarders, and basically just promote very, very locally. So then like people in my school, my family members, friends of friends that just lived in the area, they all bought it, but eventually that market got saturated and it was dried up. Nobody in Nixa wanted to buy Boss anymore. Why? Because I killed it, but I stopped innovating it. Anyway, that's a story for another video, maybe, if you guys care. We're not gonna talk about that, the period where it was hot, died, and kind of getting hot again. We're in the very, very beginning. So then, oh, okay, I kind of already covered everything else on my list. Basically what I have is, we got stickers, made an Instagram, gave it to friends and family, sold them, got lanyards, worked our way up to finally dropping $500 on shirts, sold a few on our website, promote things on Instagram and Facebook, like I said, just locally, local, hype, built. And then, I don't remember like exactly why I stopped, but I did, and we would just use local people for the shirts, local people for the stickers, and that was just too much money. The local people that we were using is basically we added a middleman to the whole printing process. So like, I'm wearing a shirt, by the way. This was made completely online, better quality, and I paid half the price for it. And it's the same like material and everything. I just cut out the middleman, so we don't do that anymore. But that's how I started. Started with small product, very, very low cost. I didn't have any of the technical like business license and all that crap. just a couple kids, made some stickers, worked our way up to t-shirts, built a website, and just that's how I started. I started with stickers and worked my way slowly up to a few shirt designs, sold everything, and then that's all I can talk about for this video. If you thought this was interesting, I could make other videos about my clothing brand if you want. Like, I can make a video about the good things I did, the bad things I did, how I run my business now, how I built my website, how I do my marketing, how I plan to do my marketing, future plans, and then how to work with other brands, how to get shout outs, how to grow. I don't know, I'm still learning. There are a bunch of, like, there are things that I have mastered. There are things that I do know and that work and that don't work. And there are a lot of things that I don't know because I'm still on the journey to the top, still on the journey to building a successful clothing brand. I'm still technically in the very early stages, especially if you consider rebranding. I'm only a few weeks old if you consider rebranding. Go check out my clothing brand. It's bostonissues.co, but just click the link in my bio. I hope this video was entertaining, and I know this is probably gonna get no views because you guys don't really care about this, but I do want to help a few of you out that want to become an entrepreneur, want to do something cool with their time and with their life, not just get a normal job. So hopefully this helped you some way, somehow. I don't know. I rambled because this is my first video talking about a clothing brand. But anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.